There you go. There it is. Welcome to Operation Turkey Baster.
Yes, our special holiday live stream for you today with extra gravy.
Oh my.
Yes.
Extra gravy.
Hopefully it'll be a good, fun show. They have been this week.
Well, I got to say, I've had nothing but fun.
I have.
Yeah.
I have truly also.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Been fantastic. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right on.
Somebody tinkled us.
Somebody tinkled us.
Good afternoon, Heather. Heather is back. Heather McKay in the chat room.
I can't see the chat yet. I'm on delay, but I'm second rate around here.
I'm delayed.
I am. I can't even see the chat to say hello.
Oh,
That's crazy. Oh, I still have the starting in 40 seconds screen on me. That's
wow. We gotta upgrade your computer.
That's kind of a massive delay, actually.
Yeah, that's not 20 seconds.
No, it's almost a minute.
We was sold a bag of goods.
Yes, we must remedy.
Well, welcome, viewers. Thanks for joining us today. I am Chris Crash Taylor in the big chair for you today on the 60, which is soon to be X Talk Live.
That's right.
Real conversations. Welcome to the turkey operation.
Turkey baster.
Turkey baster.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what a beautiful graphics that you've got for us today.
I spared no expense and did everything I possibly could to bring incredible visuals.
Yeah, we patched it all together. Well, you did beautifully. It came out great, I have to say.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still wish that I could see anything on here. It still says boom for me.
Wow, you're like 5 minutes behind now.
It's insane.
Are you sure you're not frozen?
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm seeing it going. I'm seeing it moving.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what's on the screen right now, what the peeps are seeing.
What are the peeps saying?
Okay.
I think that's a new subscriber. It's Kenzie.
Oh, hey. I'm so glad you could make it. I just dropped it into a couple of peeps chats in the X.
Peepchat.com.
Yeah. I'm not seeing chat on here, though, at all.
Well, I can assure you, actually, all of us can. The audience can. I see them. They see me.
Oh, wait. I see it. I see it. Oh, no way.
Are you good?
I am good.
Have you caught up?
Yes. Look here I go with all the red hearts. Yes. Red hearts for everybody.
Oh, there you go. You got your hearts.
Sweet. I love it.
Awesome.
Super awesome.
It is. Now, make sure to stay to the end of the show, gang, because, of course, we're going to end the Thanksgiving FAFO with a pièce de résistance.
Yeah, it's going to be an extra long FAFO today, and very funny, and it's about the perils of what happens if you eat too much tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Yes, so you're going to want to stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're talking turkey today.
We are.
Yes.
We are. So, the FAFO segment today will be, as it always is, enlightening, to say the least.
Right.
And,
I wonder who won yesterday's FAFO.
Well, I don't know, but I screwed up on the switching. It was my fault.
You don't say.
So I go ahead and I rewind everything there to let it run again for the second time. And that was the first time I saw it because I'd not seen the clip before.
Right.
Right?
No, I know.
And man, that first one, you're right. It was really good. And I know you voted for number 3.
I did.
It was pretty ultimate.
Because that was a self-induced FAFO. So that was technically a FAFO. The first two were just accidents.
Well, I know, but that second one, man, wow. Like not only have you slipped and you're going down, but your face is now going into a pole.
Right. That was a bit outing. Gotta say. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. It for me, number 2 was the
today isn't a judging of anything. It's just an enjoying today.
Yes.
Later on. So yeah.
Yes.
And of course, we're gonna be here. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna do our thing. Do you have the list or no?
Do I have the list?
Okay. And don't forget that we are camera ready today. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you won't be staring at a fire for the whole thing.
No. And you got my beautiful dinner setting up there.
I do. I managed to make that work.
That should have been my green screen. Just saying. Yeah.
More hearts.
I love that. Thank you. That's so awesome. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yes. Well, as luck would have it, with the new overlay package that I put together today, it actually supports that.
That's awesome.
It is.
It is.
It is. So now you can get tinkly belled as many times as people want to tinkly bell you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What do they have to do to tinkly bell?
I'm not entirely sure. Do I know? No.
No, that's not. Okay. Fair enough. I'll just be happy with the tinkly bells. That's all.
Now, I also have to do this. I know it's a little late. I should have done it at the beginning, but it's too good not to play. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Zero Dark Kitty's intro. Yeah.
Oh my.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Furycast studios. Our special in-studio guest host today. She is someone whom you don't want to with in any way, shape or form. And should you stupidly make the mistake of uttering anything, even remotely anti-American, she will end you in ways that would make a liberal's head explode should it ever become public knowledge. Please welcome Miss Zero Dark Kitty.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. Love it. Sweet. Thank you for that. That's very fun.
I've got one too. Did you want to hear it?
I'm afraid. Do we want to hear it? I don't know. What do you think, peeps? Do we want to hear it? This is a family show. So. Is that a yes or no?
Well, it's censored.
Okay, as long as it's censored. Because it's Thanksgiving. And
Well, it's because I'm never ready. When it comes to going live and hitting the button,
that's true.
I'm never ready.
No.
I make fun of you a lot for, taking 3 days to get camera ready, but
And I sit here and melt in all the work I've done in the meantime, under the lights, waiting for you.
yeah, because I'm never ready. So in celebration of my never readiness,
Okay.
Welcome to X Talk Live, the space proudly bringing you real people and real conversations. Your host for today's show is Chris Crash Taylor,
Oh,
who is
boy.
currently taking a massive and will be along shortly.
Alrighty.
Please enjoy this clip from a previously aired episode of X Talk Live while Crash gets his together.
Appropriate.
oh my God! And how did you like my intern?
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though.
The Valley Girl lives.
Yes, we're going to have to get Alexa back on the show next week, too.
Actually, not a problem.
Yep, that'll be funny.
Oh, see, they love getting my shit together.
I love that ding. It's so awesome and interactive. I'm super getting excited for these live stream thingies.
Well,
now.
I'm freaking out too because it could be also originating from Twitch, where they could be sending us thousands of dollars. And
That would be nice.
we don't even know it.
That would be super helpful. Yeah.
Ah,
I can order us pizza tomorrow.
yes, and a sailboat.
That's right.
Ah,
I actually spent most of the day cooking, and I'm not even close to being done.
oh man.
I have to do a lot more after the show. So
Well, don't worry. We're rolling 2 hours today. You got a lot of time to get into your cooking stories because I know you've got many.
I do.
Yes.
Too many.
Yeah. So now that we get that out of the way and all the other things, now are we doing the grand reveal now, or are you going to wait till after story number 2? You gonna...
No, we can do it whenever you want. Are you ready with the stories? This is the $1 million question.
Well, let's see now. I don't want to say I am when I'm not. So let's go check this out now. Boom, making the switch, and there it is. And that's
I can't see anything.
That's
I'm
the
on delay.
wrong one, right? So let's try this one. There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If for any other reason we need support, so that way we can hire help. Yes. we need to hire help. This is too big of an operation for the two of us right now.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
We definitely need some assistance.
But now, oh my God.
Oh, cool.
We're tinkling.
We're tinkling.
That's
It's
not the
driving
right
me
one.
crazy not knowing what that means, though. Like, is somebody joining? Is somebody leaving? I don't know what it means.
I don't know. I think aren't you seeing hearts? I'm not seeing hearts.
I'm not seeing hearts.
Oh, so you don't know? Okay, I think there's subscribers.
Oh, okay. Maybe so. Cool.
New
Thank you.
subscribers.
We love new subscribers. Yes.
Now, just give me a second here.
Yeah,
Because
take your time. And for those of you guys that also subscribe to my Substack, this live stream in full will be up on the Substack later as part of our, well, generally paying subscribers get an extra post a week. They get it on Wednesday, and they get a weekly Q&A live stream with me on the Substack. But tonight I'm just going to upload the live stream for everybody. No paywall. So.
right on.
Yeah, so everybody can enjoy our Thanksgiving episode.
No pay to play.
Yeah.
Ah.
No pay to play. That's right.
All right, so I have officially corrected my error.
Errors.
My new error.
Latest error.
Yeah, see, they like that.
They
Yeah.
do.
Oh, look, let's tune in and listen to Crash F up. Yeah, let's do that. I have officially fixed that now. You have your first story. It is on the board.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah,
Right on.
there we go.
Okay. I can't
So,
see it, but that's okay.
First post comes from A.J. Huber at Huberton. The announcement of Trump-Vance transition team.
Right.
Statement from Trump-Vance transition team, quote, last night and this morning, several of President Trump's cabinet nominees and administration appointees were targeted in violent, un-American threats to their lives and those who live
Yes.
with them.
Right. I did want to talk about this.
Well, that would be a good thing.
Right.
That would be a good thing.
Well, I mean, the nerve. We hear stuff like this all the time, threats and all this kind of stuff. And of course, with the insanity of the left, it's to be expected.
Right.
But Lee Zeldin, there was a bomb threat, I think, called in on Lee Zeldin, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what precipitated this letter. So, but, the Trump team is making it well known that nothing's going to deter us from enacting our agenda America. And yeah, so, which I thought was pretty cool. Have you guys heard about this today? And what do you think? What do you think?
Let's
Crash.
go to the chat.
Well, what do you think, Crash?
What do I think?
Yes.
Well, actually, I was not aware of this. I didn't know anybody had been threatened and bomb scared, and
No, you've been too busy today getting our beautiful new overlay done.
I know nothing.
Right.
But now that I've had that brought to my attention by reading it, what would I say to that? Well, not really surprised.
No.
I'm not really surprised at all that it's happening.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Trump-Vance transition team is, there we go,
On it.
is not worried about it because I'm sure they've taken inappropriate measures.
Right. I mean, but how serious do you think it is? Or do you think it's because, there's spin and stuff and
How serious is it? I didn't even put together the Butler, PA assassination attempt together as being serious.
right.
If that was serious, we would have no President Trump. So, and with all of the information that's come out since then about that whole situation there, it's absolutely not serious. And I don't know.
I think it's more like of an advance warning of, so maybe somebody actually did call in the bomb threat, but they're putting it out in this way so that way people are aware that it won't be tolerated. It's not going to have the effect that you think it's going to have.
Right.
And yeah, so cut it out. And also, if anybody continues to do this, but you know what? It's like I always say, all these people, these crazy supporters, and, if you took $1 to support the leftist insanity, then platform. But all these crazy, insane supporters, we absolutely do need to buy Greenland and ship them all off. I mean, exile has to be a thing. We shouldn't be forced to live with these people.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not, opposed to that. I understand where you're coming from that and all of the rest of it. The
Right.
problem is if there is a problem, because I know somebody's going to come up with a problem,
Right.
they're still Americans. So
Well, that's why exile's a thing. You know what? Just because you're born here doesn't mean you get to stay here.
Right.
Criminals, violent criminals, first offense, they should be shipped off our dirt. We should never give them another chance to hurt another American.
Okay.
And people supporting and or suborning treason and this communist, Marxist, socialist stuff, they should go too. I mean, we shouldn't. They obviously don't want to be American because they engage in anti-American activities. So go away.
Yeah.
We'll send you away. Our dime. Bye.
Well, it's very true. And just, pretty much take any of them on the left.
Yeah.
Some of the things they say, they seem to actually believe them. And if you believe them, then kind of by definition, you can't be
Well,
an
let me
American.
tell you something. This is interesting that you mentioned that because I went to Tumblr a little while ago today.
Yeah.
When I actually had some time before I started cooking.
Right.
They're all crazy. They're all crazy on the left. They're like, don't worry, here's our plan. We're going to outlive Trump. We're going to outlive this administration and we're going to outlive Trump. And we're going to take back all the rights that he's given away and all this stuff like that, or he's taken away. I'm like, where do you get your information? Like, where do you get?
Well,
I know the mainstream media is really culpable,
Yeah.
but I mean, I guess there have been a couple of them on the news that actually say Trump's going to take your rights away. Like they were talking about how Trump is going to dissolve interracial marriage. Like if you're interracially married, Trump is going to make you get a divorce. But who believes that? Like who actually believes that?
I guess it's the same ones who believed that Kamala Harris was going to win.
Well, yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's insane.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. But I mean, I would just say that they, to me, don't come across as American at all.
Right.
Just for the things they believe, the things they say, the things they do, the things they stand for,
Right.
right? And, there's just nothing genuine about it. So it's kind of like, well, yeah.
Well, I think that's the point, though. That's the point of the discussion, is that it is genuine to them. Like, they have nervous breakdowns over it.
Really?
They don't even understand what America actually even is. Like, they can't have a concept of what America actually is for them to believe any of this stuff. Or they just turn a blind eye completely to everything that's been done the last 8 years. That's been done by their side.
Right.
Like, they're the ones that were going after the Constitution. They're the ones that were saying, yes, our country's founded on these principles, but are they dangerous? I mean, it's just ludicrous. How do they spin that to be on us?
And we're going to ban all guns. That's
Right.
it. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a weapons ban.
Yeah,
Not
well,
in
that's
America.
what they thought.
Yeah.
That's aside from the 1A, that's what makes us America. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Crazy.
No, it is crazy. And I wish the Trump Vance team all the best. I don't think really anything credible can come from that because, as we all know, they're pretty inept.
Who?
Like across the board. The left.
Oh, the
all of
left.
them. God.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them
No.
either. You do get your crazies, though. And not everybody out there is us.
Right.
So there is danger to the patriots that are not us. And that's who I worry about.
Right.
Because they're the ones who always get caught in this stuff because they're not situationally aware and they're not, presuming that everybody is a threat like we do. So
It's funny, though, because so many of the people that we know, we always do when we're out in public, when we're doing anything. God, I go out the front there to work on the car.
right.
Right, you're always, your head's up. You're always looking around. You always know what's going on around you. All that kind of stuff. And I know we've taken huge steps to make sure our kids are always like that.
All right. I always have a hand on one of my children.
Yeah.
Like when we're out of the house.
So to kind of, I think the sum and total of the problem with the left of whom I've seen, the younger ones I'm talking about now.
Right.
We went through the 70s, 80s, 90s with the single parent family thing,
Right.
right? The latchkey kid thing. Well, it only got worse from there. So, now we're dealing with generations that,
It's funny you say that here.
right?
I actually have something that I read about that, and it's true. And it's because we were left on our own,
Yeah.
and our generation was the have it all, do it all generation, Gen
Yeah.
X. So when we had kids, we kind of like, and don't forget, we had it like rough growing up. That's what forged us. We were forged
Oh, yeah.
by, rough parents, rough school environment. I used to say even our sex was violent. I mean, everything
was.
about our generation was violent. We loved it.
Right.
I mean, we loved it. This is what made us awesome,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We feared nothing. So when we had kids, we didn't remember how great that made us. We as parents decided that we weren't going to let our kids be left alone or uncomfortable or without anything, or we misinterpreted the freedoms that we had for letting them do anything and do
Right.
everything, and that's kind of where we made our mistake. So yeah, and when I read that, I couldn't not agree with that. I had to say, yep, guilty, because absolutely we didn't know how. Because we kind of raised ourselves. We forged everything on our own. And
Right.
then we were moving into the 90s and stuff like that, where you weren't bullying. Your kids couldn't fight back against the bully. They had to go tell a teacher. We kind of took the abilities that we had that forged us away from them too. The streets got unsafe. My kids aren't going to be roller skating home from 4 towns over at 10 p.m. like I did when I was 13.
Right.
So we took all of that opportunity for strengthening away from them too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's half our fault, half society's fault. I don't know what else to say, but hopefully, when those kids grow up, they'll do the opposite of what what we did, like we did with them. Because it's just cyclical the way it goes. And I do genuinely fear for Gen Z.
Yeah.
And the later born millennials, because they just seem to be completely clueless.
Well, it's almost like if they're not in their matrix pod,
Right.
on their devices, all safe and warm and being fed intravenously, because coming down to the
Right.
kitchen table seems to be too much of a chore.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. It's hard.
you know?
I'll listen to my oldest. We're having a movie watch party tonight, or I'm going to a party tonight
Mm-hmm.
in their room with the VR headset on. And they all
By
get
themselves.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
but all their friends are there with their VR headsets on. They're all in a virtual chat room, with avatars and all that stuff together.
What crap.
And they're all hanging out and doing stuff in cyberspace, like not in the same room. I made a post not too long ago about Gen X.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had the nerve to diss Gen X, and I let them have it. And I remember ending it by saying, oh, and we were in the same room together.
Right.
Because, I mean, that's a
Owned.
huge thing. Right. We did it. We did everything.
Where's my black kid with the
Yeah. Right. Your favorite gift.
my favorite gift?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we did. We would go. I mean, I can remember being like 16, 17 and going to the South Bronx at night.
Yeah.
By myself or with just one other friend. We didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
We knew there was danger. That was certainly not a safe neighborhood in the 80s.
No.
But we didn't care. We were going to cop or whatever. We've been there, done that. We weren't afraid. If something happened, we dealt with it.
Right.
That was our attitude.
Yeah.
And they just don't have that kind of attitude today at all. They're like, prevent anything from happening that I have to deal with.
Yes. Don't even think about anything dangerous.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And where does that leave them when real crisis happens?
completely lost.
Right.
Lost.
Right.
But without
We're,
any
we're
hope.
gonna be. I'm almost 60. I'm like, half the way to 60, and I'm gonna be like saving my kids from trouble. Like when they're adults, I'm gonna be. Am I still gonna have to rescue them?
That's because you got Snake Plissken.
I got-
You got, right? That's
Right.
you. That's you, Snake.
And it's funny because this is another reason why we're fixing the country. We're still doing it with the 80s things, like not letting them have to deal with stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we really don't have much of a choice because they're not adaptable either.
Right.
Like I think our generation at 2, you could have dropped us somewhere and we'd have survived.
Yeah.
It's not the case with the kids today.
Yeah.
It's not all of them. Of course, there's exceptions. But overall, this has been my general assessment,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess hopefully we fix America enough that they don't have to stress too much about it. We remove a lot of the dangers too. And we should.
Yeah.
Because then our grandkids can kind of maybe have the kind of childhood we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like kids don't even go out to play here.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No. It's nutty.
Yes. All right. Well,
So,
let's have fun.
Teach your kids how to shoot.
Yes.
Teach your kids how to kill each other.
We did.
And dancing. Dancing's important. I don't care who you are.
I agree.
These virtual whatevers, they're not dancing.
The TikTok dances.
They're sitting in a corner somewhere on a bunch of pillows,
Right.
eating Lord knows what.
Do you remember the first school dance? How nervous and what a big deal it was to go to your first school dance and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I think they still do that sort of thing, but I can't imagine the impositions that are put upon them now.
No.
And every time you go anywhere now in this country, thanks to the left, you have to worry about being shot, or something crazy like that. This kind of stuff has to be fixed.
Yeah.
It's just, not a question.
Well, I guess it isn't a question. We know.
We
but
know.
They don't.
Right.
Maybe they should watch us
Right.
over here.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That would be a good idea.
That's what we'll do. We'll go on the road. We'll tour America.
Okay.
Schooling lefties.
Right.
We'll fix them
Oh, this will be fun.
before they get deported.
Exiled.
Yes.
You only get deported if you're not a citizen. Exiled if you're a citizen.
You'll be made to go
It
to.
worked in the Renaissance.
You'll have to
Just
go to
saying.
Greenland and learn how to pick strawberries. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about the Greenland thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yes. All right, that was our serious story for today. Now we're going to have fun.
Oh, okay.
It's the holiday.
That was the
Yes.
serious one.
I
is it?
want to just make a note while the camera's on me here that we had some technical difficulties earlier with the green screen. So that back there, that's my tablecloth for my table tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
That's the dress for my Ukrainian doll, Misha.
Yeah, I could not sit here in front of a lime green screen. Sorry, not happening. So we had to think quick because it was like 4 minutes due.
Right.
And we just could not get the green screen to work.
And this is where all my studio clips immediately went missing.
I know, that is weird. You got to find them. They just vanished. Right.
I know.
So any strong breeze and that thing's coming down.
Well, there
And
you
our
go.
deepest, darkest secrets will be revealed.
Yeah, because we keep them all on the wall in the studio.
Well, we actually do.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, those.
Yes.
Oh, my.
Those. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Well, moving on the hit parade here now. What is the next item up for bids on the Story Is So Right? Oh,
I don't know.
It's an AOC video. You know it's going to be good.
Oh, yes. This.
Uh-huh.
I said I was going to have fun. Let's do it.
All righty.
And we
Which is
haven't even
devastating.
gotten to Tulsi Gabbard potentially having access to national security information. And Russia loves it, loves her.
And I actually think almost more than Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard's appointment
Yeah.
is devastating. And Tulsi Gabbard's nomination, as much as she says that she's an anti-war person, she's not.
Yeah.
She supports very pro-war individuals.
Including in
abroad.
Syria.
And let's be very clear,
Yeah.
a Tulsi Gabbard nomination is
Yeah.
a pro-war nomination globally. Point blank, period.
As is Donald Trump
Wow.
as president of the United States. And we
Okay.
haven't even
Devastating.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Just, yeah. Just, yeah. Bring both of them over here and we'll have a little talk and it'll be okay. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The airhead and, the propagandist. And wow. Just wow. I hadn't heard the video before just now.
No.
So, yeah.
I was going to say, that's funny.
Bad scene. No, well, I mean, that's the thing. You put somebody like AOC on, you think, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to have a lot of material here. Right?
Yeah.
And then when I hear it, I'm so angry. And then all the funny goes out the window. Because honestly, I mean, I'm on many platforms with this live stream, so I can't actually say. But that would be so much fun.
Oh.
I think we should. 8 years of patriots holding the line and doing this and showing up and fighting for our republic. We should get a little treat.
A little treat.
Yeah, like they should let us pick one.
What?
Yes. And then they drop them off at our house. And we can have some fun and have a treat and, get rid of all the frustration of the last 8 years.
Well, I mean,
Two problems, one stone.
That is an option.
It is.
I
Are you
guess.
listening, Elon and Trump? I know what I want for Christmas.
What are you thinking about all that stuff now? You thinking the boys there? It's funny because I don't think Trump and Vance. That really screws me up.
I know,
think
you're
Trump
right.
and Musk,
You're right. Unfortunately for JD, but he's there. He's learning the ropes.
Right.
So hopefully 2028, because Elon can't technically run for president. So.
Well, they'd have to change the Constitution for that, and that's a left thing.
Yeah, we don't do
So-
that sort of thing.
Right.
I think we are going to add a couple of things.
Okay.
I mean, it should be good because look, our Constitution's designed to protect us, citizens, and it has been utilized against us
Yeah.
in many ways. So if there was any a time for some additional amendments or things of that nature, I think it would be now to ensure that what we just lived through doesn't happen ever again. So.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
for example, foreign nationals owning property here.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge one.
No
How
kidding.
about if you're not born here, you can't hold office here? How about that one? I mean, there's a whole bunch.
Well, the thing that I don't get, and I've never understood this,
Oh yeah, federal ID to vote.
is my immigration process is almost 2 decades in process.
Yes.
Right.
Well, that's because you came in legally.
But I could have just bought property anywhere in the USA anytime I wanted.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
You can buy a vacation house here if you live in another country.
Well,
They want your money still green.
not according to the realtors from where I'm from.
Oh, you
That-
listen
that-
to Canadian realtors?
That was never a thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So it's almost like with the vast holdings that the Chinese have here,
Right.
and the vast holdings that Ukrainians have here.
Do they?
Yeah, what's his name?
Zelensky?
Zelensky alone has 2 mansions. The cheapest out of the 2 is $14.5 million.
Road trip.
In Florida.
Mm.
The most expensive one's $22 million. And he bought both of these in the last 12 months.
Right.
So how are they doing that? Right? Aren't the Ukrainian realtors going, no, you cannot do
Just
that here.
a little bit of an aside here. I did read somewhere where Zelensky is looking for a safe place to relocate after the war.
A safe place.
And if he thinks it's the United States, he's on more glue and crack and whatever else it is he's doing. Because, yeah, we're not having that. We put up with Meghan and Harry. That was bad enough.
Thanks to our tax dollars, he's doing everything and more on our dime.
Yeah, well.
There you go.
Yeah. Nothing lasts forever.
Okay.
And I tell him all the time, and I do tell him all the time. I tweet him all the time. That we're going to be getting every penny back one way or another.
Ooh.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean it.
All right. What else now?
Yeah, what's next? Move on to the story. Let's get through the story so we can just have some fun.
All right, let's move on to the next story. What
Yeah.
is the next story up for bid on the, what's this? Oh, the average cost of a Thanksgiving dinner estimated at $58.08
Yes.
for a 10-person gathering has dropped 5%, folks, since last year. The lowest price in 2021. I don't know about you. We're just a family of 4 here.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
That's
$58. They
No.
must mean per person.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking.
They
that.
have to mean per person. I want feedback on this. Because this can't be real. Like, does this person actually think that it costs $58 to feed 10 people?
No. Frank Luntz is just Frank Luntz. He's out to Luntz.
Yes.
But the actual story comes from MSNBC.
Well, no shocker there.
Right.
But I mean, $58.08 for a 10-person gathering.
No
Do
way.
they mean the napkins? Like,
That would be about it.
I don't understand because I have a 16-pound turkey this year and it was almost that much. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, and that's never made any sense, though, because, you see these things. You're in the kitchen doing whatever, and Alexa pops up with the latest story, and you're like, eh?
Right.
And these kind of things come up there all the time,
Right.
right? And you just look at it, and you're like, yeah, no. And just carry on with what you're doing. But, the stuff sticks in your head,
Yeah.
and you just like,
Yeah, I think this came out a
$58,
few days ago, but I wanted to talk about it because tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, just a general estimate. I don't need particulars, but those in the chat, what do you estimate you spent on Thanksgiving this year?
Well, I'll tell you, just the stuff in that picture alone,
Right.
right?
Right.
Just that stuff.
And I make a lot of stuff from scratch too.
That's probably $200.
Yeah, easy.
Just the food, not the plates, not the tablecloth, not the
Right. The drinks
candles.
or, desserts. You got to buy stuff like whipped cream for the pies. And, I'm good, but I don't make my own whipped cream.
No.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? The stuffing is the most difficult for me to make. It's just the most time consuming.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All the ingredients for that. 2 pounds of sausage just for the stuffing.
That was $12.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's just, yeah. So I don't know what they're talking about. What kind of glue do these people
Well,
sniff?
if you add up everything that goes into your stuffing every year,
Right.
you add everything that you mixed up there, you're probably looking at like $40, right?
I guess thereabouts because I make a double batch. So I make a lot. So it's like 2 things of celery, potatoes, because I boil a potato and smash it up and put it in. It changes the consistency of the stuffing, makes it amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the 2 pounds of the sausage and onions. What else? Obviously the bread that you use for stuffing.
Yeah.
The seasonings and all the butter. Because once I make the stuffing, I section the stuffing and then I saute it in butter before I put it in the baking dish that it's going to bake in.
Right.
So it's got nice crispy edges in places in the stuffing. So it's very time consuming.
But I mean, the
Worth
cost
it.
alone, like that right there, is over half the entire budget.
I
of
mean,
the
just
Thanksgiving
butter.
dinner. Like, yeah.
It's crazy. Yep. Agreed.
And it's funny, though, because I used to think that it would come out with those stories just to make you feel good about Bidenomics,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's
Ridiculous.
It's all good. Yeah, it's Bidenomics. We're doing great under Joe Biden, don't you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Vote for him next year.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like,
Well, how come I'm still not seeing anything in the chat? What is going on with this thing?
they're all mesmerized by your beauty and the food.
Well, the food will do it. Food does it for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to know. I genuinely want to know. I know I have people in the chat here because we were chatting before.
Right.
So where did that go? Is it just me and my
They probably left.
ridiculous delay of whatever? Oh, there we go.
See?
I'm not seeing anything though because I'm on delay. So
You'll see it. You'll see it. But yeah,
see
so
nothing.
that these things they always come up, and they'll use these stories as support for like the press secretary there, Jean-Claude Pierre Dam, whatever her name is. She's always touting the incredible economy and how Joe Biden has just brought it all together for America and his selfless
Right.
dedication to continuing to maintain, to seek out new life and new civilizations. She'll use those kind of stories, and that's why they write those kind of stories. You, me, and the dog don't believe these stories.
Right. But
So
people believe these stories.
yeah,
Like you still have them going out there saying, well, gas is under $3. Thanks, Joe Biden. When, 2 years ago, the president doesn't set gas prices. I mean, they just have no common sense.
right.
Zero common sense anyway. So again, I say, they have no business here then. They're liabilities. They're not assets. We don't have to put up with it. Just saying.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
All right. Well, you guys fill that in on the chat when you get a chance. I definitely want to know what your average for Thanksgiving is. And then we can go back to them and say, you're lying.
There we go. I just fixed that chat.
Cool. Thank you.
No problemo.
How'd you do that?
Glad to be here. Oh, it's movie magic. That's what it is.
There we go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, people are coming in. They're like, nobody's in the chat. I'm leaving. Right? Yeah. How much? Arby's. No, we're not going to have that.
Turkey sandwich.
No. Next year, you're coming over here. Wow. Nobody's having Arby's for Thanksgiving on my watch.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's appealing to me. The
You
Arby's
don't even like Arby's.
Well, not the usual roast beef. No.
No. You like my turkey sandwiches, though.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
There you go.
There is that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best part about Thanksgiving for Crash is my turkey sandwiches after.
It is.
Yeah.
By far.
Absolutely.
Like leaps and bounds. Like dinner doesn't even count.
Right. Dinner's just a way to get the leftovers.
Dinner is a vehicle for turkey
Yes,
sandwiches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
100%.
True.
Yeah. See? Watchful agrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, yeah, it's all propaganda BS. And, we don't even have to tell anybody. It wouldn't matter if we had CEOs in here in this show right now.
Right.
Or people who live somehow on like $200 a month for food on a food card.
Right.
They would all agree because they know they've been to the store. Like
right.
There's just turkeys that are $58. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I got a 16-pounder and it was, I don't even remember how much, but I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Turkey has gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to get them free every year for, your, what the heck are they called?
The ShopRite.
Your customer bonus card thingy.
Bonus thing,
You
yeah.
use it all year and then you get a free turkey.
Yeah.
It's been years, though,
Oh, yeah.
since that's happened. Make turkeys free again. That works for me.
Yeah, there we go.
So, wow, I can't believe the first hour's gone and we're only like 3 stories in. That's awesome, though.
That's crazy.
But
yeah.
don't we have a intermission or something?
$58. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Caro, hey, honey, how are you?
Oh,
Yep, I
Caro
know.
bad.
I have not seen my sis Caro for years. Yes. It's been a long time.
She be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll message you later. We'll catch up.
Oh, God. California turkey's got to be like $300.
Yeah, it's got to be insane.
Oh, yeah. Can't even go there.
Gold leafed.
All right. Well, you're going to take a little break.
I am going to take a quick break. Yes.
I'm going to switch over to the beautiful, easy Thanksgiving dinner fire.
All right. What's the next story?
Well, the next story we got coming up, let's see. Boing. There we go. It is Charlie Kirk. He says, Don Jr. revealed on his Rumble show triggered that President Trump is considering a massive White House press briefing room shakeup. This is interesting because I was just having a conversation with you yesterday about, what are the chances that they actually just close down the whole press room and everything. Because if you think about it now, mainstream media is not working. It's not working. Everybody knows it. Even the people that still watch it, the very small number. I think CBS Nightly News just this last week sitting at 131,000 viewers, down from their 3.1 million in 2019. So all the networks, their ratings through Nielsen, of course, are just down in the toilet. And, of course, we've got the MSNBC buyout coming here for pretty quick for Elon. So, we are the news now. Well, we don't have the lawyers or the money for being the news now, because if you get one wrong, you get sued. But Elon Musk, of course, is in a perfect position to do exactly that. Also, when you're in that kind of a position that he is in, and, if we are the news now, and we, meaning him, is going to bring us, mainstream media, utilizing either the MSNBC assets to facilitate X News, or however he's going to integrate it. I think that's the new way forward for reporting. I think we're actually going to get back to journalism. We're going to actually get back to, the facts of a story and not opinion. I think we're going to be also getting away from things like left and right-leaning judges, because that just doesn't equate. It shouldn't even be a thing. So the plan would include some of our podcaster buddies like Joe Rogan and others taking seats from many discredited legacy news publications. It's unclear which news outlets could be on the chopping block, but this is just the latest nail in the coffin for the dying mainstream media. Elon is right. We are the media now. So I was just telling the folks that, our conversation last night about the White House press room and how, how they probably, if I had to guess, none of us, including President Trump, cares about mainstream media at all. Like in terms of, having them at the White House. I see the lady for CBS there named the new White House correspondent.
Caitlin something.
Whatever her name is.
CNN.
It's a prestigious position to have. But, when you're just in there and you write down your notes and you go out and lie.
Well, am I mistaking, people listening? Please clarify this for me. Wasn't she the sow that mouthed off to Trump during a press briefing or something like that? I could be wrong, but I think she's famous for that. There was something about her that I remember, and I think that might be it. But I'm not sure. So you'll have to let me know. And I definitely heard that, I'm on delay, so give me a second to see that. I heard that Trump is going to do that. He's going to pull seats from mainstream media. And I say don't let any of them in. Tell them to go suck it and just have it be, broadcast them on X. Just have your press briefings on X, and that's it. And let them write what they'll write about it afterwards. That's what I think. And now Crash just left, so we're going to have to keep it going somehow. And, of course, I'm on delay, so the last thing I see is our turkey is our governor. So, yeah, there you are. Okay. Yes. I mean, if we ever do a marathon live stream, that should be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's not going to be a problem at all. Are you kidding? But I think I don't like it because I'm a traditionalist. I like the White House briefing room and reporters actually reporting. But when you think about it, they're talking about people like Joe Rogan. Okay. Right. Here's a problem.
Yeah. Is Joe going to put a suit on?
Number one's a problem. Joe Rogan. He's a podcaster and he deals in opinion, his own,
Right.
Granted, okay, he looks at facts.
Right.
Okay. He talks to scientists. He talks to physicists. He talks to government officials. He talks to, right?
Right.
He gets all this information together through his shows. That's why they're 3.5 hours a day. And he gets the scoop and he learns with you. But
Right.
the problem is at the end of the day, he's still just an opinion.
A podcaster.
Right?
Right. He's still just an opinion podcaster. Who,
Not an actual journalist. And even, journalism students in the universities today, they're not either, because the left has screwed that up so bad.
that is not a lie.
So
Yeah. That's absolutely not a lie.
I mean, I can see them not
Well, did you hear what I said while you were off doing your thingy wingy?
in general.
That I say Trump just does the briefings directly to X. Like, don't have anybody in the room. Just do it directly to X, and the whole world will see it.
Well, this is kind of what I'm seeing. It might be that, I'm not going to, suppose that I know Elon's plan at all, but I mean, that this kind of makes sense, that kind of idea that,
Right.
Direct from the horse's mouth on everything. I mean, how many
Couldn't they
million...
chat questions to him?
Well, sure.
So,
they
yeah,
could
why not?
stream them in venues exactly like this.
If Elon wants to cut government costs, how much money would that save?
Wow. That would be huge.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, and I think they should do it. And you heard it here first.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. That is the way.
Well, and just looking at the insane things that they're planning on doing in terms of government shakeup and auditing the IRS and all these other amazing things that are great for the people of the United States, not so great for all the establishment deep staters. But
Well, isn't that the point?
yes, but I'm kind of thinking this kind of seems like the way it's going to go. I think we're actually going to see that kind of a thing now. And I think, sadly, traditional journalism is either dead or it's going to come back reincarnated
Yeah,
as
it
something
has
else.
to adapt or die.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And it has to be absolutely truth-based. Again, I just want to push my absolute truth law.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That-
say it again because it's important. Go ahead.
Yes, that there has to be, when we were talking about new legislation and constitutional amendments, et cetera, there has to be an absolute truth law.
Yeah.
Politicians, doctors, anyone paid to disseminate information to the people, to which people then make life or death decisions. If you are caught lying, it's death penalty.
Whoa.
That's it. That's it.
See?
I mean, I'm negotiable, but I mean, if a doctor lies to you about vaccinations or procedures and knowingly that the government is paying them, $20,000 per head
Right.
for every one that they bring on the scam bus, death penalty, absolutely. And politicians, I mean, pretty much whenever a politician lies to their constituents, it's treason.
Yeah.
So,
Well, another interesting thing too about it is looking at the COVID vaccines and Moderna and Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer, looking at the billions and billions and billions of dollars generated now every year, like $70 billion is just the profits that were reported by Pfizer for
Right.
this past year.
yeah,
$70 billion. Okay.
that's crazy.
When you've got companies like that, they don't care. They really don't care
No,
because
they don't.
ultimately, when it comes down to litigation, you and me, we've got this war chest of $200,000, so we might bring a case against them. But
Right.
most people that are victims of this stuff don't, and they never will.
Right.
Pfizer, you look at what they paid out in 2023 for the lawsuits, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at that number, that's just another cost of doing business. It's really indiscriminate
of
compared
course, they
to
have-
$70 billion in profits, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
they don't care. That's
And the only thing that's going to make them care
Exactly.
is a severe penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
Do you remember when Philip Glass made up all those news stories? No, I'm going back now. But it impressed upon me because that was the first time that someone in media, a newspaper, I think it was caught fabricating stories.
Right.
So that's where my distrust in anything anybody says started really significantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's that sort of thing. I mean, people take, well, at least they used to, take it as, gospel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The 6 o'clock news said.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Tom Brokaw and Mike Wallace and Morley Safer and the 60 Minutes boys, like everything those guys would say was so damned important because they were doing the work. They were uncovering the untruths or whatever. They were going after these big corporations with their people who were victimized by blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, how many times did you see it? And now, those same guys, well, most of them, are all shilling hardcore for the left and the lies.
Right.
How does that happen?
But are they all of a sudden doing that now? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's been like that the whole time.
Right.
And they're just now getting exposed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pling.
Right on. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, I can see the Trump White House going press room free.
Yeah, why not? Just look at the money they'll save in refreshments and security and vacuuming.
Well, and the bonuses that you'll have in security.
Right. There's a huge bonus there.
Right? Yeah.
I have just completely lost my X feed. It won't load the broadcast for me.
Mine was gone. It's back now.
What the actual, Elon? It's my Thanksgiving special, dude. Seriously? Oh, that is no bueno.
Well, it is okay because, of course, the show, as always, is being recorded. And should you miss chunky little bits,
I'm going to cry.
Due to whatever.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But wow.
Yeah.
Big jerk.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, moving on to the next story. Now, I am completely bereft of any kind of,
bereft of any kind of
indicator of what's going on here, what's on the screen, what's next, who's chatting.
Okay.
I'm lost.
In chats, the most up-to-date chat is yours. It is the 7 laughing, crying kitties.
Yes, but I heard dings after that.
There was. Yeah.
There was.
People, I don't know, liking and subscribing, or if they're sending hearts and we can't see them because we don't have some special app. I don't know what it is.
Okay, but why is our broadcast just gone now?
Well, it's not. We're here and streaming 100% 5x5, 100 and what 1 hour 4 minutes into it. Stream's going golden. It's an X thing.
X thing.
An X thing.
They didn't like what I had to say.
Well, it could be because that's another thing that not many people talk about.
No.
Linda Yaccarino being one of them.
Right.
WEF funded.
Yes, but she
born
also
and
worked
bred.
for Trump, so
Well, yeah, but now she's also the CEO of X now. And what are we still seeing to this day? We're still seeing.
yeah, but there's
Conservative
still
accounts
tons of leftists
getting
actually
deleted.
doing the work. You think she sits around there going, "Oh, I don't like that tweet.
Well,
Oh, I don't like that tweet." No.
well, no, not her.
Right.
No, but
Exactly.
somebody is.
Exactly. Okay, I'm back now. Yay.
All right.
Woohoo.
Good.
Right on.
Well, now that we're back now,
But
will
I
go
lost
ahead and-
whatever those chats were. So it's all right.
It's still your 7 crying kitties. That's
There
all
were
I-
dings after. I'm telling you, there were dings after.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right, moving on.
Too many dings.
Moving on. Yes.
All right, moving on. The next one up is from Revolver News.
Okay.
Congress is opening up the Michael Bird files, and we got the video.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That is definitely going to be circled back to. I have questions. I have a lot of questions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of probably unpopular questions.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well,
I mean, look, obviously he'd already shot at the glass. There was, if you move back in the frame before she goes for the window, it was already cracked. So something went on. Whether he shot first or someone hit it.
See, yeah, that was a fire extinguisher, and I guess you didn't
There.
see.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I guess you didn't see because that was a fire extinguisher from one of the quote-unquote protester insurrectionists.
Right.
And
You mean feds? Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of really sketchy stuff in
Well,
this
here's
stairway.
my question though. Just now watching this again because I haven't watched this since it happened.
Right.
It's glass. She can see he's standing right there with a weapon.
Mhm.
Why would she continue?
Exactly.
Yeah. There's questions. I'm sorry. There's questions.
Way too many.
Yeah.
And
super way too many.
Yeah, so much.
And who are those guys back there armed? Were they there when she was trying to breach the window or?
Yeah, those are more of Michael Bird's congressional security team back there.
Here, let's watch. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah, she's down. But the guys in the back there, they're armed. So why would she feel it was okay to continue to try to breach the window with congressional security on the other side pointing a weapon at her when these guys are behind her with weapons?
Yeah, but she probably didn't know they were coming.
Okay, we
behind.
can't assume that though.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to not know. They were there when she breached the window. That's why I say, like, I saw them as she was breaching the window.
They're
So,
right there.
you know, I mean, unless you're like on PCP, you don't continue when you're surrounded by weapons.
No.
So it's really confusing to me. And this might be controversial, and I'm sorry, but I have to say what I say and see.
Yeah, where's the Yeah, I don't know.
Very, very odd.
Well, whatever. I mean, the whole J6 thing for me has been an absolute nightmare. When it comes to Ashley Babbitt there,
Right.
I've even talked directly to her mother and actually kind of asked her some questions that.
That's right. You used to do the J6 spaces all the time.
Oh yeah, and
That's right. I remember
I
that
would
now.
ask specific questions about like why. There's so many whys, but mainly why are you making a living now? Yeah,
right.
there's a whole bunch of shady stuff there, and there's actually credible reporting done from unknowns, but of course they're actual journalists that actually go out and are actually researching the stories. They've come and said that they don't believe that Ashley Babbitt's even dead.
Right. I've heard that too.
And of course, when I say that anywhere on X, I'm immediately thrown out of the room.
Right. Right.
You
And-
evil man.
Right. Well, you know
Have
what?
a little respect.
You have to be truthful and honest at all times, even when it's not popular or
Right.
very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And if we even for one moment believe that we've been watching a political show for the last however many years,
Yeah.
all designed to get us where we are today, which is having to live through the last 4 years of Biden, so the normies wake up and join the cause to save their own country,
Right.
which is exactly what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have happened had we not lived through the last 4 years of Biden,
No.
right?
No.
So it had to happen. Then we already know January 6th was a setup, right?
Yeah.
It was designed to cover the certification of a fraudulent election.
Well,
So-
and every time since the Patriot Front has reared their heads anywhere, they're just continued it to prove our point.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Oh, matchy khakis, those
Yeah,
guys.
yep,
Yeah, that's
yep.
absolutely not us. Because we don't cover our faces and we don't dress matchy like that. Like,
No.
yeah.
No.
So, see?
Bling.
More chat
That's
that
not-
I don't see. Yeah.
Well, I will check the multi-stream.
Okay.
I will check the multi-stream.
That's right. And how come it's not saying Twitch and YouTube like it was yesterday, too? Oh,
It's Olog the
Look at
Ogre
that.
coming at you. Finally made it. There
from
you go.
where? YouTube?
Utah.
No. The platform.
No, he's actually over on Twitch today, coming at us live from Arizona, I believe.
Yeah, cool.
That is
okay, because my question was, I know there's people on the other platforms, so why have I not seen? Okay, now I am. I'm
Yep.
happy.
Yep.
Okay,
You're seeing it. Yep.
that's cool.
It's just, trust me, it's just the audience playing with you,
Right.
right?
They're
Because
yeah.
see, you can't be needy on the screen,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's Zero Dark Kitty. Oh, she's like needy. Oh, give me chat. What's going on in the chat room? Of course, everybody's gonna be silent because they're trolling you.
I see they're trolling
Right?
me. Well, this is the whole reason we do the live streams, right? For the interactivity.
Well,
I can go back to
yeah.
produce shows and not have to do my makeup. That's fine.
we look great today. He says.
Oh, I thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing golf with President Trump. We're having wearing my polyester.
Crash is very uncomfortable in polo shirts. That is my fashion, of course. For him, that he hates it.
God, no.
Yeah, he's a
No.
t-shirt guy.
Yeah. This is just all kinds of wrong.
But he looks so
Next-
handsome in it.
Next, you're gonna have me in a suit
I already did that.
delivering speculation news every night. Yeah.
I already did that. I have the photos to prove it.
Oh, that's right too.
I do.
Yeah. What do you know?
Yeah.
There it is.
Pretty funny. So they're going to open the files again congressionally when the good Congress is in.
Yeah.
Not the bad Congress.
Congressionally.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I know.
So
I know.
it's good they're going to open the files because if he actually did shoot her, he needs to go to the platform.
I was gonna say he needs to die.
Yeah.
No,
well,
no,
see,
none of
we
that-
can't say that.
Oh.
So that's
Okay. Just.
well, it was nice to be able to be on YouTube
Okay. Here we.
for all of 6 episodes. You know, I've got to say,
Okay. Here we go.
that's more than I thought we'd last on YouTube.
Michael Bird needs to. There
You go.
There.
Perfect.
See? I fixed it.
People can infer whatever they like. We need to have that button on super handy. If we have that button on super handy and you can be super quick, and I know you can be because you know me, right? So you know exactly what I'm going to say before I say it, then we can start to get more spicy.
Mother.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
what you're gonna fucking say. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
No, you do. You know when it's
Wait,
coming.
no,
There's like my mic has just gone out. Oh, okay.
No, it hasn't.
There's like this. What is going on here? There's like this physical buildup. All right. That's very frustrating.
Lift it up.
It is up.
God, no, it's not.
Yes. These on. Okay. That's better.
You're stretching the hell out of the mic cable. I can see it from here. Look at that. Look at the tension on there. Boing. Yeah. No. Lift up the
I
sides.
don't want it
Lift
up.
it up.
I
and
want
then
it here.
tilt down the microphone.
Why would I tilt it down?
Because you're going to lift up the boom.
Okay. Hold on.
Lift up there. Oh, there you go. See?
That looks silly. I don't like it. And look, I always keep my child's artwork around. Every year we pull out his old artwork and hang it up for decoration.
Yeah, that's from our 26-year-old.
No. 24. And no. I just feel like the mic is cutting out on me. Weird. That's never happened before. Like to me.
No. Okay.
So
All right.
it's a little muffly at times. Odd.
It's probably something that I've done.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a doubt in my mind that's the case. Absolutely.
It's totally me.
Yes.
I know it is.
All
All
right. Moving on. What do we got? We got 40 minutes of this special 2-hour show left.
Yeah. See, Greg's like, it's fine. Your mic's
Okay.
fine.
Yes.
Quit being a ninny.
He couldn't hear the other day at all. So just putting that out there.
Well, yeah, but he had his stuff on mute.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Yeah. Moving on now. End Wokeness is bringing us this one today. A liberal white woman screaming
yes.
at Lake Michigan to rage against the election.
Yes. Get the dining table up while we watch this amazing video.
You want the dining table up?
Yes.
Standing by. There we go. Dining table.
Yes.
There it is. And we're going to watch this amazing video.
Watch the amazing video.
Yeah. They're just going round and round and round. I know.
It's the I'm going for a F Donald Trump swim.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, they're doing it. Okay, could have been worse. Where's a shark when you need one?
I'm just gonna drown.
And these are liberals screaming, and they're at a screaming convention to protest Donald Trump's election. And some of them decided to take a dip.
Gonna get hypothermia.
It's always funny when you have liberals filming other liberals thinking they're crazy as they're there at the same screaming convention.
A screaming convention.
It was like a screaming thing that some liberals had organized and had conducted to protest Donald Trump. They all went to the beach and screamed their faces off, and some of them jumped in the water. So people who've been with us for the whole week that we've been on the air now since the show premiered,
Yeah,
today is WTF Wednesday.
it is.
So this is the WTF Wednesday clip of Wednesday. So
Wow.
I just found it, yeah.
Well, your friend American AF, of course, at @IAnonPatriot, if you want to follow him up. They should shave their heads, he says, so that we know they're serious.
Right. Definitely see what else some of the comments are.
Oh, are they that good?
They should be.
Against
While
the
you have dining
tide,
table up.
why Trump won back the heart of America?
Because we don't have to
Why?
put up with this anymore.
Why? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Calm down. It's just a camera.
Yes. I'm doing illicit things I can't have recorded.
Bro, this is insane. Way better than 2016.
Yes, I agree.
Tell
I
me how
agree.
it works out later. Oh, and of course, our UFO pal, he says, there be sea beasts on the shores of the mighty lakes. Hear their screams as ye pass.
That's awesome.
Well, it is, but God, like, come on. Really? Like really? Like screaming because your guy didn't win. That's like somebody screaming because their horse didn't come in the Kentucky Derby when they had $5 million on it. Or, well, I can kind of see that then.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they did it after the election individually on TikTok.
yeah,
But somebody got the bright idea. Let's all get together and do it en masse. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll what? Trump will hear you and resign
And cry
what
or
is
something?
supposed to happen? I'm confused.
I don't know.
Right.
I love that. They're yelling at Lake Michigan, but they actually mad at Lake Superior.
Oh, that was good.
That is good. Fantastic. I might follow him up.
Oh, I love that.
Based electrician. There you go.
I love that Trump thingy.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
When Biden won, I said, "Oh shit!"
Right.
And went on with my life. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that. See, that's the thing. Okay, we went through 2020. You magically came up with 20 million votes that didn't exist, and you won. All right. It's going to suck for the next 4 years, and pretty much everything that the economists were saying, that the political commentators were saying,
Trump was saying,
all of the experts were saying, the scientists were saying, the geologists were saying,
all those people we don't believe anymore.
Mike Schellist from Colorado was saying, everybody was saying how horrible these next 4 years are, and that we can't believe that there's any way, shape, or form that Biden could get a second term. And of course, we were right about that, too.
Right.
Oh, well, dump him. He's lost his marbles. Let's throw in Kamala.
I think that cost them. I really do. I think that massively cost them because people survived the 4 years. So rather than have Trump, they would have voted for Biden.
I think it's safe to say that we have just been through pretty much the worst 4 years in American history for everyone.
I can't disagree.
Everyone in the country, for the Constitution, for
with all the
lawyers, doctors,
the invaders.
The invaders.
My friend Oren puts out in my feed often, and I always retweet it. I can't bring myself to like on the tweets, but I always retweet them. 900 murdered Americans at the hands of illegal aliens.
Oh, yeah.
So far. You've seen those. I repost them all the time.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's quite a bit more than
yeah,
that
he's
number.
only getting what he can get to, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, just that alone makes this the blackest period in American history since the Civil War.
Right.
It's insane.
And my point was that we've gone through that now,
Right.
and we're not crying. We're not swimming in the ocean and shaving our heads and peeing our pants.
Right.
Like,
yeah, the head shaving thing. That's pretty
and
funny
this is why I'm just like, well, how do you people really expect to be taken seriously?
Well, it's like I said yesterday on the show with that one chick with the heart emojis or whatever episode that was.
Yes.
How does this chick get out of bed and put her pants on without like a step-by-step advice from someone?
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, we all go through darker periods and everybody needs somebody to speak to during those times.
Yeah.
But this is collective insanity. It's just a mass delusion, because nothing that they're protesting against is real.
No.
Yeah. And you can't reason with them in any way. It's they're right, you're wrong, and that's it.
That's all there is to it.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
Even in the face of actual proof and evidence to the contrary.
Right.
Yes. So that's why, exile. Enjoy your new life in Greenland. Yep.
Well, I mean, there's Greenland. That is an option. I'm not going to say it's not.
That's my favorite option at this point.
Well, yeah, but I don't think you've heard the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Right? See,
Yes.
I'm thinking. Here we go. We'll just go to the I'm thinking screen.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not the I'm thinking
Oh,
screen. That's the
no.
I'm an idiot screen. Let's go to the I'm an idiot screen. I'll get that up there for you. There we are. I'm retarded drastically. Wow. I've really screwed.
What happened? Oh, I
I-
actually kind of like that format, though.
Oh, the format's great.
Yeah.
Just don't try and get any information from it. No. I'm okay. Well, we'll stay here for a bit. Give folks, people's eyes a rest from that other blazing orange thing.
Okay.
These aren't our normal colors, folks.
No, this
these
isn't
are-
what it's going to be every day.
This eye-burning eyesore is to.
Commemorate Thanksgiving. This is Operation Turkey Baster today. We
Oh,
haven't
my.
played on that enough.
Yes.
I mean, that was the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll stick with the concept.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do you believe it? The Fro-Man is in the house.
No way. Welcome, Fro. Yes, they have. The invaders have done just fine the last 4 years. That's right. They're taking all our money.
What and that's another thing I don't get, and it's been confirmed and verified by several actual what I would call journalism sources, actually saying that the illegals, at least in New York State,
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak to other states because I only have factual evidence from New York State.
Right.
These individuals are getting And this isn't a mayor of New York thing. This isn't the $10,000 or whatever that they were doing or what have you.
Right.
This is statewide. New York State.
Statewide.
They're getting these illegal individuals. The individuals now. This is not a family of 4 or 8 or 26. This is each of them.
26.
They're getting $14,000 a month on a food card.
Right.
They're getting an additional $4,300 cash.
Yeah.
This is monthly.
This is insane.
I'm just trying to figure out the math here because, okay, altogether you want to throw them $20,000 a month. Great, just do that. I don't understand this. $4,000 a month for cash, $15,000 a month or whatever for your food. They're never going to eat that. In fact, over the last 12 months, they've got to have like $140,000 surplus each, right?
That's they're saving up for their down payment to buy their house from us.
Well, that's the ones who even think that they want to buy. There's other ones en masse that are just going and squatting in abandoned houses. And there's a lot of real estate subdivisions.
Yes.
Some gated communities.
Right.
That they have just moved in, been in these houses for the 3 months or 6 months or whatever they got to be in for, filed the paperwork, and now they just own the house. And now they're actually paying the
Mortgage?
housing authority or group there.
Oh, the
at
HOA?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
They're actually paying them their monthlies for, their gate cards and their security and their, right?
That's just
Like,
outrageous.
hello?
Well, again, if you're not a citizen, you can't own property here.
Yeah.
Period. Like, why is that even arguable?
I don't know.
Well, this is the difference between sane people and insane people. You have a house and, you say hi to somebody at the grocery store.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? Hi. You don't know this person. You're just passing them, but because you're polite, you say hi.
How's it going, eh?
And the next thing you know, they're following you home,
Right.
moving in their suitcases, going in the fridge and drinking the milk from the carton. And what are you going to do if that happens besides what I know everybody would do? But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what's happening. The illegals are coming here. They're following us home. They're bringing their suitcases. They're drinking the milk out of the carton and from the fridge. That's what they're doing.
And the thing that bothers me still probably the most about all of this is that the mainstream media and individuals on the left refer to them as asylum seekers, refugees, and...
asylum seeker stands for terrorist. That's what it stands for. It's code name terrorist.
Right.
There you go.
Well, you might even get some of them that actually say, "Oh, well, they're illegal, yes, but we want them to come because you all came from Italy and built skyscrapers in New York City.
Yeah,
so
we came legally.
They should be allowed to."
Yeah.
Right.
Our ancestors came legally.
That's the thinking, but I don't recall any Irish or Italian families coming over.
Getting 40 grand a month.
1901, getting 40 grand a month, and just kind of settling in and not lifting a finger to build the country.
Right. In
Right?
fact, going so far as to pick up a flag and a sign and go and protest in the streets against our country for another country. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which right there, they should be. I mean, to me, all of this kind of stuff is missed opportunities. Missed opportunities when they gather en masse like that. You just go out there and you round them all up and you put them on a plane and you take off.
Yeah.
There's no discussion. There's no hearing. There's no deportation order. There's none of that.
No.
And mistakes will be made. Yeah. Sorry. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
And, if someone, once they've been shipped somewhere else, can prove, no, I'm actually a citizen, I should be there, then they get to come back.
Right.
But it's just common sense.
Yeah.
Look at what happened with Trendale or whatever the heck in Colorado. Yeah, in Colorado, right? Mike can talk about this.
Three times water.
They're taking over Apartment buildings. Like
Yeah.
they're evicting citizens that live there at gunpoint.
Oh, now come on. The Hells Angels went and fixed that months ago.
Yeah. Right.
Well, see, and that's the other thing.
More
That's
fake news.
Not only fake news. No. You got to understand something here. Very important. It was manufactured news.
Right.
They had these dudes dressing up as supposed
Right.
Hells Angels.
They're your bankers, your
I
weekend
know
warriors.
Hells Angels.
Right.
I understand the 1% patch. I understand how all the clubs function with each other. I understand that they're organized crime.
All right.
They don't give two shits about your apartment building in Colorado, first of all. That's the first thing.
Right.
But then it kind of was this narrative, right? Because I remember it was before the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. They were talking about, Donald Trump is going to be using Hells Angels for security. You know where they got that from?
Where?
Woodstock. Because at Woodstock, they did use Hells Angels for security. At Woodstock, they were Hells Angels. And the reason the Hells Angels were at Woodstock was they were protecting their drug business.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
It's not hard to figure out. This whole thing about, the Hells Angels are true American patriots and they're going to come and save us because our government won't. Or something. And what did you see? You saw NBC, CBS, CNN, all these major news companies out there taking video of the bikers. There's 500 bikers. Look at them going.
Whatever happened
And
with that? Like-
they actually went up and started interviewing them. As soon as they did that, I knew it's all bullshit because bikers don't talk to the news.
Right.
Bikers are career criminals.
Right.
Lifetime.
Right.
They've done stuff you don't even know. If anybody watched Sons of Anarchy, it's like that.
Right.
Okay? So that's literally what they're trying to say was going to save Colorado and save, right? And of course, nothing happened.
Right.
And of course, after kind of the story worked its way out into as far as they could take it, they just stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
And so did we, like a bunch of little Matrix lemmings.
Well, I want to
you
know what happened. Like, are they still occupying that apartment building?
I don't think they were ever occupying in the first place because that video that everybody's seen countless times of Terraque de Agua or whatever the hell their stupid name is.
Yeah, really
I'm telling you that Karine Jean-Pierre came up with that name. That the whole thing was manufactured by idiots that don't know what they're talking about at all.
Yes.
And I think they were made up too, because if you look at that video,
Right.
there's two Latinos in the group. There's a black guy. There's two others that are clearly Somalian.
Oh.
And there's one white guy on his cell phone videoing them
Well,
doing
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Fair.
And I know the white guy was with them because he went into the apartment after they broke in.
right.
So you're telling me that the Trende de Agua or whatever the hell you call them
The
is
trend de arugula.
exactly.
I'll call them.
These guys are somehow some big criminal Venezuelan gang
Right.
that are so elusive and mysterious. They have white guys. Come on, like it's not even believable in the slightest.
Right.
But
Right.
like we teach our kids all the time about that situational awareness and taking notice of things and details about people, like that guy. Why is he carrying a newspaper under his arm? This is not 1982.
Right.
This is
Okay.
2024,
Good point. We get our
right?
news on our phones.
Well,
yes.
exactly. But I mean, people will see a video of that and they'll be exactly like they were. They'll be like, oh my God, did you see that new gang?
Right.
That new mysterious gang from
Because
Venezuela.
we're still programmed.
Oh my God.
We are still programmed to believe the news. We have been conditioned to believe the narratives
Yeah.
and that the news was trustworthy. And maybe at some point pre-1900 it was, but it hasn't been for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.
And we have to really kind of accept that and understand that. And if mainstream media isn't destroyed and we don't take news to the people, by the people, for the people, then
I knew you were going to say that.
nobody's going to be able to believe anything ever again.
No.
And don't get me wrong. Is there going to be misinformation, disinformation? Look at the trolls, posting whatever the heck they please.
Well,
all
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
but with your 100% truth law, they would be completely dealt with pretty quick.
Well, if you're taking money for it, yes. I mean, we still have free speech in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can still make something up and say it.
Unless whatever you say causes another person injury or death.
Right, exactly. But I'm not going to, first of all, I'd never do that. But
No.
would I say something that, your family's going to make a life or death decision on?
No.
And knowingly it's false? Of course
No.
not. Not in any situation, reality, or even for money would I ever do that.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're paid to disseminate information to the public in an important way, doctor, lawyer, politician, media, whatever,
Yeah.
then that law needs to apply to you. Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've always told people, when we were doing X Talk Live or Coffee and Cigarettes, or any of the shows I've done in the last 6, 7, 8 years, I've always told people, right?
Right.
Pay attention to what it is you're listening to or what it is you're watching.
Right.
Because and social media teaches this the best, because social media is all about you reacting. It's
Right.
almost like all the platforms are in cahoots together to get you to be programmed to instantly react to everything you see and hear. And people do.
Well, it's part of psychology also. It's our innate instant gratification mechanism.
Right.
We need that. When we're paid attention to in any way, when people like what we're doing, it just encourages us to do it more. And then just like when we drink or do drugs or have sex, the dopamine goes up, the endorphins kick in,
Right.
and we just crave more and more of that. So there actually is a reason for it.
Yeah.
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 And we're all guilty. No one's immune. So just so you know, for those out there saying, well, I'm not here to get followers. Yeah. Sure you're not. Yeah. Right.
No, that's not what we're about, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
But I mean, everybody is, even if you want to deny it. It's
Right.
just the way it goes. So to some degree, that's what kept you coming back here.
100%.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree with that.
So that is our WTF Wednesday, right?
If that's what you want to call it,
Yeah.
I would call it that. Yeah.
That's it. That's the segment for Wednesday. We definitely have a great longer FAFO for the end of the show, but we've got about 12 minutes before then. So
That's right.
if anybody wants to bring up a topic, chat about something, ask me anything, there's the chat.
There is the chat. I'm currently fixing my screw up. Well, I'm trying to.
And we won't be here tomorrow, obviously. It's Thanksgiving. And we're taking off Friday because we're going to enjoy the long school break with Tristan.
Right.
And because we work so much now. Like we're down here in the studio, except for when we're sleeping at night. That's it.
There we go.
Yeah. So we promised a little bit of fun time, and we're going to play Uno and watch some movies and have some fun.
Now, I've brought this up on the screen here.
Okay. What is it?
This is the galaxy, the known, if you will, universe, the billions and billions of planets
so
and
they
stars.
tell us.
Right. Now, I'm thinking, right, the Doge there, the Department
of Government Efficiency. Yes.
and Donald Trump. There's been a lot of talk about Greenland.
Right.
Everybody's been talking about Greenland. Oh, Greenland. Here's my thing. Greenland is great. And I like your idea about using Greenland for a immigration station. In
Right.
other words,
well, we are. That goes without saying. I'm going to demand it.
when you want to immigrate to the United States, there is a process, as always. And this process would just have you in the situation where if you were to be accepted by U.S.
A
immigration,
probationary period.
there would be a probationary period where, of course, you and your family, if your family is coming too, would be assigned a post at Greenland for 5 years.
Right.
And be a contributing member of society and follow all the laws and
Right.
yada, yada, yada. All those things that you talked about. And then upon your 5th anniversary of successfully completing the Welcome to America, I guess, indoctrination, because a lot of these people, they don't embrace or love America. They're just here to do other things.
Right.
So it's a perfect setup, a perfect way, I think, to get some quality citizens. And that's all good. But I don't know. I kind of think with, Elon and technology being what it is,
Right.
the ones that we're going to, deport, their countries don't want them back.
No, but, well, that's just too bad.
I think this is a perfect situation for SpaceX to do some serious human experimentation.
Oh, wow.
Just-
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I know.
Hey, earn your citizenship volunteering to go to Mars.
Well, see, I'm thinking a one-way trip out to that gaseous anomaly to the left.
Well, no,
Number
because
one.
we can't do that now. We have to be realistic.
They might discover something out there. Who knows?
True. But
Exploration is oftentimes fatal.
it would have to be voluntary, though. We couldn't just, But criminals.
Well, unfortunately, they can't speak the English,
Okay, they don't know what they're signing.
No.
That kind of thing.
but they'll sign it.
Right. So what if, criminals that get like a life sentence or death sentence were made to be the space explorers?
Exactly.
That would be a good idea.
Send them out to the Mutari Nebula.
Let them earn a little bit of redemption, doing something for humanity on their way out. I like it.
I'm not seeing a downside to that either,
I like it.
right?
I do.
Just as much as I like your Greenland idea for actual immigration.
Right.
And you had the caveat in there too, where if there was going to be a situation where, during that 5 years that you were posted there, before being allowed to enter the United States proper,
Right.
if at any time you were, convicted of a violent crime, you're instantly out.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you're.
Well, that's here, mainland America. We don't want criminals here anymore. And I'm sorry, somebody show me where in our founding documents we have to.
Right.
We have to let them back in our communities and live with us. Where does it say that? How can we be a free country if we're forced to live with people we don't want to live with?
That's right.
It's just,
That's
it's
what I'm talking
not
about.
possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it.
In a nutshell.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I would say.
MAGA in a nutshell.
Right? Because I just don't see the downside to America.
No.
And I think when it's, concerning things like immigration,
All right.
essentially adopting the redheaded
Well, look, there's
stepchild
something
of the
else
planet.
about immigration that nobody's
Right.
talking about either. Like, where does it say we have to have a constant stream of people coming into the country?
There is that too.
When do we get a country of our own? When does it stop?
Yeah.
And especially now, because those coming here have no interest in being American.
Right.
It's time for it to stop. We need to stop it for a period of like 25 years and just grow who we have here and solidify our nation nationalistically.
is that a word?
It is now,
Is it? Okay.
right?
All right. Yeah.
I mean, because this is part of the problem, because they developed a grift of an industry
Yeah.
on, immigrants and asylees and, integrating them and providing them services. And, now you call for help at some kind of helpline and it's press 1 for English, 2 for this, 3 for that, 4 for that, 5 for that. There's more than just Spanish and English now.
Right.
And that's like crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Okay, we put up with Spanish because, Mexico is at least on our continent. And that's acceptable to me.
For Sudanese, press 6.
Exactly. Exactly.
For
Totally, absolutely.
lower outer Mongolia, press 7.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just, it's ludicrous. And we let this happen. Our tolerance let this happen.
Completely.
So it's time to become hyper intolerant until it's fixed.
Agreed.
And that's it. And
Yeah.
you can't care what people are going to say about you because they're going to say it anyway.
Exactly.
So are you going to let people say it about you and live in a country where you are, now irrelevant and a second-class citizen? Or are you going to let them say it about you and, be on top of the mountain and be like, okay,
Yeah.
up to you?
Well, just backtracking a little bit on my commentary about the illegals in New York State getting $14,000 in food stamps every month and
Right.
$4,000 in cash.
Yes.
Gold Guy, of course, the lovely veteran extraordinaire from the
I'm
U.S.
not
Army.
afraid of Xenos.
Thanks a lot for talking over me. Comparatively, he says 100% disabled American veteran will pull a little less than $4K a month.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
for everything.
I know. These things have to be addressed,
Yeah.
and it's difficult.
Well, not only addressed, but they never should have been allowed to happen in the first place. And I would submit the individuals who did make all of that happen
Are
are
bad
every bit
guys.
as culpable as your Anthony Fauci's and your Joe Bidens and your Hillary Clintons.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. Well, you know what? It originated corporations at the behest of foreign interests influencing our government.
Right.
Lobbying has to be outlawed immediately. I don't hear
100%.
anybody talking about that,
No.
but that has to happen. It has to happen as assuredly as term limits need to happen for
Well,
politicians.
Maybe, I'm just going to put this out there because I don't know for sure, but I'm just going to say maybe, because we've got the richest man in the world with Donald Trump. And he's, just happens to be in charge of the Department of Government Efficiency, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
And he's also a corporate tycoon.
Yes.
He actually started, and I don't know if everybody knows about this or not, but he actually started at America. If you go to x.com,
Yes.
go to at America.
That was the place that was given the $1 million lottery if you signed the petition.
That was for ex-employees only.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, there was big outrage because it was not for everybody. It was just for employees of SpaceX, Tesla, all of his holdings. Yeah,
That's
the Boring Company. Yeah,
no.
I don't know what to tell you, but that. Yeah.
Well, then that,
But what my thinking
That's
is
why
anyway,
I didn't win it
pertaining to the lobbyists. The reason I'm thinking that is because they're not talking about getting rid of the lobbyists, because I think they have in Elon like a super mega lobbyist, because you look at the America Super PAC there and what they're doing and what he's doing in government. That's pretty much no different a conflict of interest as anything else, but yet it's happening. So
okay. Well,
my thinking is that he's going to try and outspend the lobbyists.
okay, here's what I'm going to say about this. Okay. And I've said this to you before.
Mm-hmm.
When we remove BlackRock, Vanguard, all those scumbags, that have been doing all the bad stuff for the bad people,
Right.
Skunkworks, Raytheon, all those places, we need someone to replace those bad people. And in my mind, Elon is a lot of that wrapped up into one with the idea of America first in mind, unlike them.
Right.
So I'm thrilled to bits about Elon being where he is right now, because people can say whatever they want to say. I know there's some people right here in the chat that aren't as big fangirls as I am of Elon, but
Right.
again, my gut's never been wrong. And two, they have to start thinking a bigger game, a bigger and longer game. That if we start removing the bad elements from a lot of the industries that Elon is involved in, which are significant industries when it comes to the military industrial complex
Right.
and things of that nature, there is nobody I would rather have in there than Elon to either take their place or advise or oversee.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important, not just because he's the richest man in the world, but because he wants to see this country survive and prosper and continue. And whether he is an American patriot or not, he sees the importance for the world of America remaining what it always should have been.
Yeah.
And so that's my 2 bits on that. But I'm talking about the lobbyists that, they bribe the politicians and, do all this shady kind of crap.
Yeah.
So lobbying has to be outlawed. The political PACs, all this stuff, it has to just be about policy for the people.
And you're a government worker and go to work and do your stupid job and get,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what do I always say? Anybody who takes a political position, and I know it's great Matt Getz is going on and on about the insider trading and that he's going to nail them all to the wall. And I think that's fabulous. That you even had ethos pisser trader Dan Crenshaw on TV crying about, the possibility of banning insider trading.
Right.
That's all fabulous too. But you should only be allowed to make your salary for that office while you're in office. I mean, that's it. You're a public servant.
Yeah.
You didn't win a lottery. You're not a celebrity. You're not like a content creator or anything. That's it.
I really think Joe Biden said it best when he said, "I don't work for you."
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
epic.
That exemplifies what
Yeah.
politicians have thought in this country for decades and decades.
100%.
And they just lie to your face that it's about you. And then as soon as the door closes, they do the exact opposite.
Right.
And it has to stop. It's got to completely stop.
Can't disagree.
Yes. And on that rant.
Yeah, on that disagreement there, we got 4 minutes left. We got to roll 5 minutes of our F around and find out segment.
Yes, our FAFO today is a little longer, and it is a cautionary tale about eating too much tomorrow at Thanksgiving dinner.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So once again, I guess I'll just shut up, actually. Yeah, I'll shut up.
Well, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming today. I really appreciate everybody who came. 400 views. It's the most so far live, so I'm very, very happy. And I want to wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I'll pop in and around, but please have a lovely, lovely day. And we'll be thinking of you. And if you should feel like it, go visit us at Furycast.com. Subscribe to my Substack at zerodarkkitty.substack.com. And if you liked the show, please feel free to keep us caffeinated at paypal.me/Kate2010. Yeah. And we love you more than catnip.
And you got to keep me in sunscreen and rum, I guess.
Yeah, rum and sunscreen.
I guess. I'll go with
Arg.
I got the old
pirate show.
The Joe Biden aviators. I'd go with those tonight. So absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic holiday and weekend, and we will catch you all, of course, on Monday.
Yes.
But here comes.
All right. Stay tuned for the FAFO.
The FAFO. Am I going to the FAFO?
Go to
Is
the
that
FAFO.
the FAFO? That is, oh my God.
That's the FAFO.
That is the FAFO, isn't it?
I believe it's the FAFO. Yes.
Should I go widescreen?
If you want, whatever floats your boat. Yeah.
Oh, widescreen. Oh, that's great. Picture is playing inside a picture somewhere else.
Oh, no.
Wow.
What?
What an idiot.
Oh,
Who-
man.
Who hired this crash guy anyway? Like, what the hell is
There's
that?
always something.
Oh, my
Make sure
God.
you do it at the beginning. I don't know if that's the beginning, but
Oh, it's the beginning. Are you ready?
all right, we're ready.
All right, let's
Do
roll it.
Do it.
Trash pandas are on the loose, as well as Sharon. Sharon trying to bail out. Now her shoe is on the loose and split down right into the asphalt. She goes. Trash Bandito persistent with trying to sway Sharon into giving up her Little Debbie snacks. Sharon says, hell no, those are my Little Debbie snacks. Somebody call the coroner and call Mike Lindell and get some Giza sheets and cover this body up. Well, Mom told him he could be whatever he wants, anything, except a skater trying to jump. My God. Let's take a look at the replay brought to you in part by Little Debbie Snacks. So much confidence, he more than likely snorted mountain spew through his nose. Right here, he lands on his Vienna sausage. His future kids, his future grandchildren have been Thanosed and turned into dust particles. Just another typical privileged tourist who thinks they own the world, and wherever they go, they don't have to follow the rules. She splashes water on her, and oh my God, big mistake! Karen grabs a cone. It's absolutely useless against Nadine. Her strength is overwhelming, and of course, Karen's friend Sharon over there tries to get involved and ends up tasting the back of her elbow. Stupid idiot lady thought she could come up in this place and there'd be no repercussions, but instead she almost scores herself a concussion. Great job by the worker laying down the people's hand of justice. Let's take a look at the replay. Obviously, she was being a jerk. She threw water on this worker thinking she could just disrespect her. Man, you're in somebody else's country. Respect the rules and don't even mess around. If you're wrong, just walk away. Dude in the background already knows what's about to go down. The beast is unleashed, grabs her hair. She tries to grab the cone. Absolutely useless. Nadine in the white's like, you want to speak to the manager? You can speak to my fist. Is your mind feeling blown now, huh, Karen? While giving Sharon the taste of her back elbow and serving up a combination of knuckle sandwiches with a side of Hawaiian punch. Next time you want to travel to Jamaica and fuck around and find out, you're going to get an all-inclusive beatdown. And here we go, round one here in the super duper heavyweight division. Both fighters slugging it out. Not quite sure if those are nipples slapping or if those are fists connecting with chins. I'm not quite sure at this point, but the fight is over because the cardio is shit. Let's take a quick look at the replay brought to you in part by Little Debbie Snacks and Hostess. Nothing but hearts, titties, titles, and honor being displayed here tonight between these two. But I think this is quite far from over, as this fight will probably continue next week, as these men will need to recover after all those nipple shots to the dome. Appears McKnuckles sandwiches are about to be delivered once again, and she talks about her mother, and now coming in with some ground and pound. My God, just dropping bombs. Fast food workers have had enough, and it looks like we have a breast exposed right before the toss. Tosses her up like a friggin' McDonald's cheap Caesar salad, and now they're trying to break it up. Why would you wear something that doesn't fit and start shit? Now tagging herself in, it becomes a tag team effort, disciplining her, doing what her mom should have done years ago. Well, Debbie tags herself back in, and now tagging the back ahead of Trashy Karen, and now Trashy Karen, I think it is all over. My God, put some freaking clothes on, you disgusting trashy whore. It appears Trashy Karen is going in for more, but Little Debbie's like, you want some? I'm gonna tame your ass like a freaking lion, as she grabs a chair from her like nothing. Trashy Karen calms down and ends up going back to the corner where she belongs. Well, it looks like the Senior Mutant Ninja Turtle show is about to begin. He's about to start up the lawnmower and displaying he's got a huge amount of turtle toe. Disgusting. Leaps off the stage and nobody's there to catch him. What a big surprise. Leonardo, full of that liquid courage, injected White Claw in his veins, and this is the end result. Now twerking his cheeks from the front for all of us to witness, and jumps off the stage thinking everybody's there to catch him, but they're like, F that, man, I ain't trying to die tonight. As he takes a leap and jumps into the depths of concrete hell, now his mouth is full of gravel stew. Congratulations. Well, looks like they're done with words, and these kaijus are ready to go to war as they continue to throw some slaps, bunches of slaps. It's just a slap buffet as we continue to see these whatever they are. I can't even tell if they're a woman, man, place, or thing. Obviously fighting over the last Twinkie. All words aside, they are throwing down. My God, this entire thing is like watching a slow motion replay. We may not need a slow-mo replay because this entire thing is in slow-mo. The cardio is shit, and please, Lord, please, do not let there be a wardrobe malfunction. I've got a ton of stovetop stuffing I'd like to eat tonight. It's looking like the International House of Pancakes with all those stacks as they continue to stack up on top of each other with these bunches of punches. My God, this is an unbelievable fight. Nobody's hair is lost quite yet. Close to it as these person, place, or things continue to duke it out here on the trunk of the car. For the love of God, somebody stop this madness before somebody gets a heart attack or gets hungry and eats their opponent. Trash pandas are on the loose, as well as Sharon. Sharon trying to bail out.